All right. So we're just waiting for people to arrive. We're Mark and Shannon. Let's make out. Nah. All right. So welcome to Speak Your Path to Cash webinar. We're excited to have you here. Good morning.
For our West Coast friends, it's nice and early,
That's
about
right.
9 o'clock. East Coast, you're rolling in lunchtime. Welcome to Speak Your Path to Cash, how to attract a flood of high-paying clients.
That's right. So today is a continuation of a series that we put together for you on how to use speaking to grow your business fast. We had some online training for you, videos, some home study courses, reports, blueprints. And if you haven't had the opportunity to consume that, please plan on doing so after this webinar, because we really put that content out there because it's content that you need to really have the impact you're called to make.
It's super hot.
It's super hot.
Super hot.
So we're going to be, we're just waiting for a few other people to show up. We've got over 200 people registered in the webinar and people are just starting to show up. So we're going to give them a couple more minutes. Go ahead and type into that here. We see Michael is here. I see Tuck. Penny is here.
Awesome.
Go ahead and just introduce yourself. Let us know where you're coming from right there in the chat window. You can see the chat window off to the right of this video. And we would love to hear who you are and where you're coming to us from. We got some shy people in the room today. So we see Define and Loretta, Corey, Bernadette, Ann, Arona, May, Jane, Terry, Zen, Beverly, Neil.
Wow, awesome.
Elke, Chris.
Go ahead and say where you're from.
Yeah, tell us where you're from. Here we go.
There we go.
Jesus from Denver.
Nice. Tuck from Minneapolis. Jane from
Reno.
Reno.
Terry from Oregon. Great. Thank you. Michael from Tennessee. Corey is here from Sioux City, Iowa. Thank you, Corey.
Nice.
Arona from Los Angeles.
LA. Woohoo.
So we're just going to do a nice little fun poll here. If you would go ahead and answer these questions, this is the one that fits you. You live in the West Coast, United States, East Coast, Middle, Alaska, Hawaii, outside the United States. If you could go ahead and vote now, and we can see where the majority of people are coming from. That's great.
Looks like about 67% is from the West Coast,
Right.
33% from the East Coast.
Look at that.
Nobody from Alaska today,
No,
honey.
no.
Yeah. Or Hawaii.
Or Hawaii.
Yeah.
Bernadette, good morning. Hi,
From
Bernadette from
California.
California.
Awesome.
Arona, Los Angeles. Jane, met you at UMS.
Oh,
great.
We met
Jane,
in Lake
yeah,
Tahoe.
nice.
Good to see you, Jane.
Likewise, Jane.
I'm
How
glad
are
you could make it.
That's great.
Yay.
The Ultimate Millionaire Summit. That was great.
That's right. That's right. Awesome. So throughout the webinar, we'll be doing these fun little polls,
That's right.
asking you questions, and it's a nice way that we can interact and get some interaction and engagement here.
That's right.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. Let's see how we're doing on people showing up. Oh, we're doing good. Excellent. So as we said before, this is the Speak Your Path to Cash webinar. It's really designed to show you the nuances and the real foundation of how to use speaking to grow your business.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't matter whether you are a healer or holistic, if you want to be talking about spirituality, or whether you sell insurance,
Mm-hmm.
or even if you sell cars, or you have a little corner dance studio or a coffee shop. learning how to speak is a way of marketing your business, which is the most authentic way for people to learn about what you do so they can lean in and do business with you.
Yeah, that's a really good point, babe, because using speaking as a marketing tool literally works for any business, whether you're in financial services or you're a healer or you're a coach. Any kind of expertise that you have, you should be out there speaking.
Right.
So we're going to talk more about that. And, you know, we're a big fan of small little gigs in your own backyard. So today we're going to show you how to get the speaking gigs. They are everywhere. They're everywhere. And then how to monetize it. So you're going to learn our Speak Your Path to Cash system.
Very good.
It's very hot.
Well, I say we go ahead and jump right on in.
Let's do
Ready?
it.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and do a screen share here with everyone, and you'll see our snazzy PowerPoint presentation just for you. All right. So you should be seeing it come up on your screen here momentarily. There is a little bit of a delay that we've gotten used to. So we'll get started here in just a moment as the software catches up. All right. So your Speak Your Path to Cash system. This is the speaking system to attract a flood of high-paying clients. And we know that you are here to make a big impact. That is what you are here to do. And this is a belief that Shannon and I have come to find to be very, very important and very impactful in our lives.
You've been to tons of trainings and done years of inner work. You've been working on yourself for a long time. Are you a rock star?
This is a question we want you to ask throughout the day. And what does it mean to be a rock star? We'll cover that a little bit more later.
And now it's time to speak your path to cash.
Very good. So the world needs your special message, and they need it now, okay? Because speakers are leaders and leaders are speakers. And so it's really important that if you're not speaking now, you need to be.
Speaking is the fastest way to make a big impact. And if you are called to make a difference, you're called to be a leader.
And you may never even thought of it that way, but this is where you have the opportunity to step up and be the agent of change that you're here to be and to leave your heart print on the world.
Speaking is the new marketing. We're going to talk more about this today, how to use speaking as a lead generation, as a marketing tool. Speaking is the fastest way to grow your business, make a difference, and change the world, baby.
It certainly is. So there's some real power in agreement. So we're going to ask your agreement on some things. The first thing is to be here now, to be present, to turn off your ringers, your cell phones, any alarms so that you can be completely attentive and hear. You may also want to announce to your home or to your household that you're in a meeting so you can have some nice clear boundaries and really be present for this call.
And then we're going to ask for no multitasking or distractions. The power of being here now and focusing and being present. If you just took that one recommendation into your day, into your week, imagine how much more productive you could be. So we're going to ask for the next 90 minutes. We're going to be together for 90 minutes. So no multitasking or distractions while you're here. And the other thing that we're going to ask for is that you stay till the end. You know, we have lots of goodies and lots of surprises throughout the whole presentation. So plan on just being here for the next 90 minutes and going through the finish line.
That's right.
Because that's what rock stars do, baby. That's right.
And so you know, avoid being on other like Facebook and all that sort of stuff.
Right, right.
So these are the benefits of speaking. And this really is what we show all of our clients to do, how to attract high-paying clients.
So speaking helps you to get more visibility.
It also gets you known as the go-to expert.
We like to say that speaking is the ultimate leverage because instead of having a conversation just one-on-one, you get to have a conversation one-to-many. So it helps to leverage your time.
That's right. Speaking is one of the easiest ways to sell your products and your programs. You can even fill your coaching and consulting practice through speaking.
And it helps to give you connections with industry leaders,
as well as find joint ventures and collaboration partners.
And it's free marketing that works. That works. Yes.
And it's big, and it helps you have the big impact that you're called to make. So when you're speaking, you're seen as a leader, and leaders attract this kind of opportunity.
This training is for you if you've gone to networking event after networking event and you're still not getting a flood of clients. If you're called, really called, to make a bigger difference, but you're struggling to get clear and knowing what to do, knowing the steps that you actually need to do to create a profitable business.
So this training is for you today if you're going to networking event after networking event and you're still not getting a flood of clients.
Mm-hmm. And this training is for you if you've been to tons of trainings, hired top coaches and mentors, and you're doing all the quote unquote right things, but you're still not seeing the results.
Yeah, that can be frustrating. And today, this training is really going to resonate with you if you really recognize that you're talented and you have gifts to share and you really want to be a speaker. You see yourself on stage, but you're just not making a consistent $10,000 a month. And that would change everything for you.
And this webinar is going to be perfect for you if you are really ready to fulfill your life's purpose and to grow your business fast without working so hard.
That's right.
Can I get an amen?
Amen. That's right. So we would like to take a little moment to talk about us a little bit so you know who you're learning from and what allows us to really be mentors in this field of speaking. Well, Shannon and I created a 7-figure business in less than 2 years. And we did that, I think, in a lot of ways because we were brought together as twin flames to fulfill a calling. So there is something about the way Shannon operates in the world that also allows me to feel that connection with her. And together we're able to have a bigger impact and fulfill our calling.
And within 3 months of dating, we started our business. Within 90 days after that, we had our first 6-figure event. And we're like, okay, we're on to something.
That's
we're going
right.
to keep this party train going.
And 6 months after that, we had our second 6-figure event.
And now we've created this big impact brand where we're getting known for launching rock stars all over the world.
And we do that with our program called Big Impact University. We'll be talking about that later this afternoon or later in this presentation.
Mm-hmm. So I'd like to share about my handsome man, Mr. Mark Granger. Mark has generated over $4 million in revenue as an award-winning branding consultant. He's a branding master and a branding genius. He's led over 300 seminars, sharing the stage with Rich Dad Poor Dad's Robert Kiyosaki, Brendon Burchard, Jack Canfield, Marshall Weeder, and he's really learned the inside secrets of the seminar industry. And then he's also designed over 450 branding and promotional campaigns and written and produced thousands of radio commercials. Big brands, big companies, Aflac, Marriott, Budweiser, McDonald's, Porsche. He was the mastermind behind all of those brands. And then he also is an amazing inner game specialist, helping entrepreneurs, conscious business owners, really blend spirituality and money together. Yes, they can coexist.
And what I found with that is that spirituality and money coexist when it really comes into understanding how to tell your story, really understanding how to communicate who you are and what you bring to the world. And when you get really clear on that, it makes a big difference in the world. But I was previously married, and in my first year of marriage, tragedy struck. I had a really, really tough time. Both my in-laws died within 4 months of one another. And this, needless to say, created a horrible experience in our lives. We were going through a lot. We inherited 4 mortgages on top of all the sorrow and loss. And then the IRS audited us and gave us a $60,000 tax bill that we didn't owe. It was all based on a clerical error. And it was a nightmare. Ultimately, this just led to a divorce, and I isolated and I stopped sharing my message. And I did that for several years as I was trying to deal with all this. And I remember waking up one day and looking in the mirror. I was about 40 pounds heavier than I was. I was alone, and I said, Mark, you're out of integrity with yourself. It's time for change. I had tears streaming down my face, and I decided I was going to hire a coach for my business. I got a spiritual mentor. I got back into my yoga and my meditation. Next thing you know, I lost 40 pounds, tripled my income, and I started to develop a strong spiritual practice and step fully into my calling as a speaker and spiritual teacher, and really showing people how to make business your spiritual practice so that it's an authentic extension of your calling in the world. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about my lovely Shannon. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. Shannon is the producer of multi-speaker events. She basically is the producer with the Golden Rolodex. So she's really connected to the industry. She's successfully produced events that have generated over $500,000, and she built her own detox spa to over 4,000 clients using speaking. She had the #1 detox spa in Northern California, and was really generating a buzz by just using speaking to fill her clientele. And she really learned how to share the stage, and she shared the stage with the world's top speakers in the world, people like Marsha Weeder, Lisa Sasevich. You've probably seen them.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem, babe?
Oh gosh, I was actually pretty miserable. Behind the scenes, the speak to sell model, the multi-speaker events, the run to the back of the room, it lacked a lot of integrity. It wasn't fulfilling for my heart and my spirit and my soul. And I was really stressed out. I was overwhelmed. I was anxious. And essentially I was building someone else's dream and someone else's income and impact. And while that was great for them, it wasn't so great for me because I didn't have a life. My business was my boyfriend. This is before Mark and I got together. And, I started to get really cynical because I wasn't sharing my message, the message that was really deep inside of my heart. And I said to myself, Shan, you need to make a bigger difference. You're here to make a big impact in people's lives. And it was eating at me because I wasn't doing that. So I dove even deeper into the speaking industry. We started producing our own 6-figure events, monetizing my message and helping to get more visibility. As it was really all about creating an authentic business, something that spoke to me and my heart and also spoke to our ideal clients. So I learned through that experience that getting results is simple when you have a system.
That's right.
When you have a system, the results, it actually can happen very fast. So we've been in business now for about 2.5 years, have created over 7 figures in our business, have helped hundreds, even thousands of people all around the world. And we really have this amazing dream life. We just got married a couple months ago, and we were able to have our dream wedding. I mean, it was like every girl's dream. It was just really amazing.
We have more love and freedom than I ever thought was possible. We traveled to Kauai, and
we're going to Thailand and Bali
in the year. It's really fantastic.
Yeah.
We get to work from home and really build a business and a life together. It's really quite beautiful.
And we have clients all over the world. It's great. We get to call our own shots. We have the freedom. We don't have to answer to a boss, and we get to serve amazing, talented, brilliant people all over the world. And I think
it's also really important for you guys to know that Shannon and I are products of the industry. So we've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in seminars and coaches, all beyond our graduate degree. And this was all because we started seeing that we needed to learn. But we found that while the industry gave a lot of really great content, often that content didn't lead to making money right away. So we really started seeing that if someone's in a program and they don't know their niche after 6 months, 9 months in a program, that's ridiculous.
That's unacceptable.
So we're getting known for changing the industry and legitimizing it and systemizing it so that results stem from the work that you do. This is a great industry when it's done correctly. So we made over $400,000 in our first 10 months of business. And we did that using a simple 3-step system.
And this, of course, is our Speak Your Path to Cash speaking system that you're going to learn all about today. During this webinar, we'll be revealing that our system that helped us to generate over $400,000. And just a little quick recap. If there's actually, we wanted to ask how many people have watched certain videos, so then we know how deep to go into this next piece. So we're just going to do a quick little poll asking you, what videos have you watched so far?
So if you'll recognize, we had a series of videos that you could have watched prior to this, and there was video 1, video number 2, and video number 3.
And video 1 was all about how to use speaking to grow your business fast. Video 2 was the 5 barriers to attracting high-paying clients. And then video 3 was how to stop spinning your wheels, discover the 3 phases of business. So let us know which video you watched. If you've watched all of them, then there you go. There's the poll. If you haven't watched any of them, it's all good.
Yeah.
Just let us know.
Let us know which one. So like video number 1, you speaking to grow your business fast, was a great way for them to be able to really allow you to see some of the basic understandings of the speaking industry. Video number 2 spoke about the 5 barriers to really, the 5 barriers to high paying clients, and went into things like isolation and spinning your wheels and not speaking. And number 3, which we're seeing a good number of you have watched video number 3, is the stop spinning your wheels, discover the 3 phases of business. And if you did not get a chance to watch these, you have links in some of your webinar confirmation emails that can take you directly to these videos. And we strongly encourage you to watch them after the webinar, because they are really powerful and they will give you something really important to help you move forward with your business.
That's good. So it looks like 31% of you have watched all of them.
That's great.
And then about 54% have actually watched none of them. So after this webinar, go back to the videos. And you're going to get a lot of really amazing free content that you're looking for. So good stuff. All right, today you're going to learn our Speak Your Path to Cash system. You're going to learn how to use speaking to make $10,000 or more every single month. You're going to learn how to get the speaking gigs.
We're also going to share with you the #1 missing ingredient that makes marketing work, as well as how to follow your calling and create a movement. So we've got a lot to get to this morning.
That's right.
All right.
That's right. All right, so we're going to play a little game.
Let's go deeper.
Go pull out a pen and a piece of paper. And what you're going to want to do is list number 1 through 14 on the side of that paper. 1 through 14.
And as you write down that list of 1 through 14, you're going to place an N for the word no or Y for the word yes next to each number based on these questions. So let's go ahead and go through these questions.
Okay, number 1, you have at least 5 one-on-one clients. Y or N?
And you just put that right next to the
yes
number.
Or no?
Number 2, you're selling packages of at least $2,000. Yes or no?
You enroll a minimum of 1 out of 4 potential clients. Y or N?
Number 4, you're making $5,000 a month or more. Yes or no?
Number 5, you track your finances and look at your numbers once a month, at least once a month. Yes or no?
You have a clear tribe and problem that you solve. Y or S? I'm sorry, Y or N?
Yeah, Y or N, yes. Number 7, you have at least 2,000 people on your list. Y or N?
You are consistently making $10,000 or more each month. Y or N?
You're speaking at least twice a month and get a flood of enrollment conversations each time you speak. Y or N?
Number 10, you've had a 6-figure launch or event. Yes or no?
Number 11, you have 10 reliable joint venture partners. Y or N?
Number 12, you have a marketing manager on your team. Y or N?
Number 13, you're making at least $500,000 or more every single year. Y or N?
Nice. And number 14, you're enjoying your business. You're enjoying your business. Yes or no? Y or N? Okay, now go back up and we want you to count the number of no answers, the number of N answers. So count those all together and then write that number down and circle it, and then go ahead and type it into the chat. Let us know how many answers.
Yep. How many no's did you have?
And in the meantime, we have a couple of people here. Let's see. Jane is working on her book. It's her top priority right now. It has to be the printer by June 12th. I will watch the videos though when I have time. Good. Okay, good. Because this material, Jane, is critical for authors, especially motivated authors, for getting your message out there, creating a platform that allows you to have a big impact. And your book is a part of that. And speaking is another big part of that as well. All right, now we're getting people coming in.
All right,
Tony 12, Jane 14, Corey 4. Doing well, everyone. Excellent. Yes, go ahead. Let's keep hearing from you. How many N answers do you have? Go ahead and just type those in. Bernadette, excellent. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Bernadette 12. Okay. All right, good. That gives us a good sense as to where you guys are at. So we'll kind of customize.
Corey actually 14. Okay.
Oh, okay. Corey actually 14. Okay. All right. Okay.
All right.
Jesus
you guys go.
and Heike 12. Okay. Great.
Fantastic.
Great.
Thank you for that.
Yep.
All right. We got to play a game. We'll come back to this and we'll tell you what that means. So keep that handy. So now we're going to show you how to use speaking to make an additional $10,000 a month. And this is a great skill that you can use anywhere in the world.
And so this is our Speak Your Path to Cash system. Before we dive into it, the Speak Your Path to Cash system not only works for any business, but this is such a game changer. It's going to help you to finally stop spinning your wheels, wasting time with YouTube and your website and getting your business cards together and all the activity that you're doing, but not necessarily bringing in revenue and bringing in profit into your business. So, you know, you're finally going to be able to stop spinning your wheels with everything that you're doing and just get focused.
And we know where you guys are coming from. You know that you're brilliant, and we know that you've been investing in yourself. So you've invested in Facebook training, you've invested in WordPress training, you've invested in things to do, everything you can think of to grow your business. But it's just frustrating because it's taking all this work. This is not in your genius zone. You're having to learn it as you go because you can't afford someone else to do it. And you're in a place to where you just aren't making the kind of money you know you deserve. So the Speak Your Path to Cash system is a simple 3-step process that changes it. It's a game changer, and your life will be different as of right now.
All right, drum roll, please.
Number 1.
All right, step number 1 is get speaking gigs.
Now this requires a whole system, and in all transparency, getting speaking gigs is a relationship game. So you've got to be able to start building better relationships with the right kind of people, and you'll start to get on stages.
But speaking gigs are everywhere. So meetup.com. There's over 750,000 people on Meetup at any given time.
Actually, if you have 750,000 groups, different meetings.
Yes, so you could create your own meetup. A lot of our clients, Brody Boyd, he gets all of his leads from Meetup that he leads once a month, right? So you guys
He's making over 10,000 a month.
Absolutely. So Meetup, women's groups, Rotary, Chamber of Commerce, association meetings.
eWomen Network has chapters all over the country, same as the Holistic Chamber of Commerce, and expert panels. Now, these are opportunities for you to get speaking engagements in your own backyard. What I think is one of the big mistakes that people make is, like this picture, they see a speaking engagement, this massive crowd, or a big keynote speaking gig. Shannon and I built this business. We didn't have any of those. We didn't have, we're just now starting to have crowds of 100 plus. And we built $1 million business with small speaking gigs that had 20 or 30 people, sometimes less. But we would come in, rock our talk, and that allowed us to attract really quality people that really needed the service that we offer. So we want you to think about, if you've seen a speaker, especially in your own backyard, that could be you. Start locally, think globally, but start to build a following in your own backyard, and you'll be amazed that when you have a system, how effective it can be.
And there's 5 main ways to get the speaking gigs. 5 ways to get the speaking gigs. Number 1, look within your own circle of influence. Who do you already know, like, and trust? Who already likes, trusts, and respects you? Who do you know that is ahead of a network, that brings in speakers, that might have a networking group? Okay, make a list of everyone that you know.
And then, you know, and seminars and events is probably one of the biggest places to get people in this in this space, because seminars and events are great ways to network while you're also learning. And people spend money to go and learn, and so you could be speaking at those events and be networking for speaking events.
That's the key, is start networking for speaking gigs and joint venture partners, not just clients. Let me say that again. Start networking for speaking gigs and joint venture partners, not just clients. Would you rather get one speaking gig that brings in 20 new clients or one client, right? So start thinking in a leveraged way. The third way to get speaking gigs is through relationship building.
And for some people that might require a little bit of skilling up. You need to know how to build rapport. You need to know how to connect with people, allow them to feel safe and trusted. So there's some skill sets in that as well.
Look for how you can be of service to other people. You know, like so many people go to networking events, or they're out in the world like with, what can I get? What can I get? So if you change that and say, what can I give? How can I be of service? How can I help today? Just that attitude makes you stand out. So really start building your relationships and see it as a long-term game. It doesn't necessarily have to be an overnight thing. The fourth way
is a tribe of speakers. Find other speakers to hang out with. Speakers that are on stage. Every time you see a speaker on stage, you should introduce yourself, ask them if they're looking for more speaking gigs. Let them know that you're also looking for more speaking gigs, and that perhaps you could collaborate and support each other on getting on more stages. You find 3, 4, 5 people like that, and then you're sharing promoter leads, people who are hiring speakers or looking for speakers. Now you're in a place to where you're able to get on stage a lot.
And then the fifth way, this is actually one of our favorites, is creating a speaking gig posse. What do we mean by that? So buddy up with 3 to 5 other speakers. These could be friends of yours, and you all exchange promoter referrals, you know, and then that snowballs very quickly. So yeah, you know, the speaking gig posse, you know, imagine like you go and speak and then you refer your friend, you know, 3 of your friends afterwards. You send an email introduction to the promoter or the event planner and your friend. And then what if all 5 of your friends are doing the same thing for you?
That's right.
So that can snowball very quickly.
So speaking gig posse, that's something to get excited about, because you're hanging out with people that are doing things like you. So now if you're starting to have some questions, we're going to open it up for questions here in a little bit. So if you have questions, go ahead and type them into the chat window. And then that way, when we open it up for questions, we can just start reading your questions out loud. So if you have a question about getting speaking gigs or anything like that, go ahead and type it into the chat window, and you'll be one of the first that we answer. Because you need a system. You need a system. And we want you to understand that the difference between having a system and not is literally the difference of hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions. And it's the difference of having an impact and having your brilliance go unrecognized in the world. And it really is the difference. So I want you to understand the importance of a system.
That's right. And so rock star Ling Sing, she has 6 months of speaking gigs lined up. She said, before working with Mark and Shannon, I was struggling to get paid well for my passion of feng shui. I followed their Speak Your Path to Cash system and made $20,000 in 4 weeks. Hello. I have 6 months of speaking gigs lined up in a system for attracting a steady stream of high-paying clients. How many of you would like that?
How many of you like that? Absolutely. And, you know, so one of the things I think it's important to understand is rock star. So we, you know, as speakers, you want to see yourself as a rock star, because rock stars, they write their own rules. They're a little bit of a rebel, and they get out there and they're mavericks, and they want to have a great time, and they want to celebrate life, all of life, health, wealth, contribution. So being a rock star means just flying your own freak flag and doing it without any apology. so that you can stand in your power and have an impact in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to ask yourself, are you a rock star? If you're a rock star, please put "I'm a rock star" in the chat box so that we know that you're serious about being a rock star.
Yes.
Very good.
Cool. And then, so we do have some questions coming in. Do we want to open it up for questions?
Not yet.
Okay.
We'll hear it in just a second.
Just go ahead and enter your questions in the chat, and then we're going to open it up for some Q&A in a minute.
So the step one was get the speaking gigs. Step 2 is you want to offer a free gift.
Okay, so this is at your speaking gig, you offer a free gift. So how many of you have been to Baskin-Robbins before?
That's right. And so if you're on, if you have all these choices of ice cream and you're not sure what you want, you ask them for a free sample and they give it to you in a little pink spoon. So that is the opportunity of what we want you to do here is from the stage, you're going to offer people an opportunity to try it on, to have a sample of what you do.
Mm-hmm.
This could be what's known as a strategy session or a discovery session. Those typically are enrollment conversations, a special report, seminar or workshop, maybe even a recording of something that you recorded in MP3 training, or a video series like you had leading into this program.
Mm-hmm.
These are all ways for you to be able to offer them a free gift that gives you the ability to have a conversation with them about your services and how you can support them.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to be able to provide them with a free gift that gives them value, so that you have the opportunity to really see if there's a match and bring them into your world.
That's right. So that free gift should be something that moves them closer to considering investing in your services. Right. So you're not going to just give them a free coaching session or a free massage or something like that. This should be your enrollment conversation, your sales conversation, or if you're in more traditional professional services, this might just be the appointment, right? So you're booking the appointment, but it's a free session.
And there's a way of doing that to where it provides tremendous value for your potential client, where they literally get a lot out of it.
And this is actually the number one mistake that we see speakers make over and over and over again, is they make a big offer at a small gig. So typically you're going to have rooms of about 20 to 40 people. And so those are typically smaller kind of gigs. So if you offer something for $9.97 or $197, or it kind of breaks rapport a little bit.
Yeah.
So you want to lead with generosity, and that's why we recommend to give a free gift at your speaking gigs.
That's right.
You're going to have 50 to 80% of the room say yes to a free gift versus a $9.97 program. You have maybe 2 people buy. Right. So, we're going to show you what this looks like with the numbers in just a minute.
Very good.
All right. Everybody's saying everybody's like, I'm a rock star.
I'm a rock star.
Party
I'm a rock
like
star. Party like a rock star. We have a couple questions too. We'll get to in just a minute.
All right, cool. Okay. Step number 3 of the Speak Your Path to Cash system.
You offer your hot, juicy program.
So you get the gig, you offer a free gift, and then in that enrollment conversation is where you're going to offer your hot, juicy program. So what exactly is a hot, juicy program, baby? Tell them.
So it's really a coaching or training package designed to solve a specific problem. And it's really important that it's designed to solve a specific problem. Your hot, juicy program brings together your talents, your wounds, and your calling to help a specific group of people. Let's face it. When you combine your talents, your lessons, the wisdom that's come from the shit that you've had to go through in your life, and you combine it with your talents and your calling to serve people, that makes a program that people want to be a part of.
Mm-hmm. And it's a program of specialized knowledge that makes a bigger difference in people's lives. And it's also a really great way to leverage your time so you can work less and make more. So if you're doing a bunch of trades or you're selling one session at a time, you're actually going to want to change that into a program, a hot, juicy program, baby. So let's see. John said, I've had an opportunity to speak for a few different organizations. I've always received great reviews, but did them for free to expand my business. How do you begin to get paid? All right, John, this next slide is for you, my friend.
Okay, and so the first thing that we want to let you guys know before we go on to the next slide is that we are talking about doing free speaking engagements in your own backyard to build your business. And what you need, John, is a system to move from compliments to clients.
Yes.
We see that with a lot of people who are good at speaking is they'll be up there, they'll dazzle the room, but people are saying, oh, you're so motivating, but they don't lean in to do business with you. And that can be extremely frustrating. And there's a particular reason why. So let us show you the money, okay? So let's say that you have one speaking gig coming up when there's going to be 30 people in the room. You offer your little pink spoon, that free gift, and 50% of them say yes, okay? Which is doable when you've done it right. 50% of the room is always doable.
So you end up with 15 strategy sessions, 15 appointments, 15 enrollment conversations, okay? So you have 15 sessions. 30% of those become clients. So now you have 5 new clients.
You have a solid program that you're selling for $2,000 or more, and then that gets you $10,000 from one speaking gig.
One speaking gig, free talk in your own backyard, John, and this is how you're going to convert it into money in your bank account.
That's right.
And impact in your clients' lives.
Now, some of you are like, well, I've never seen a 50% of the room little pink spoons because you haven't had a system. Some of you might be like, I've never sold a $2,000 program. You haven't had a system. And when you have a system, these are standard numbers. These
are actually pretty
conservative numbers of the industry. Okay, now you need to skill up and you need to follow the system. But once you do that, it makes it where it's predictable, the kind of money that you can generate and the kind of impact that you can have. So let's say you get it dialed in and now you want to ramp it up a little bit. You can have 2 speaking gigs in a month.
And so it's these same numbers, and you did 2 speaking gigs, you get 5 new clients, you just made $20,000 that month from 2 speaking gigs in your own backyard. So you can decide how many times a month you want to speak. If you want to speak once a month, you'll end up with how much, baby?
$120,000.
Yes, $120,000 a year. If you want to do 2 speaking gigs a year, that's $240,000 a year. From 2 speaking gigs in your own backyard, you get to write your own rules. You have the freedom. You have your own schedule. You get to work from home. It's a pretty sweet life.
That's the life of a rock star.
It is. Yeah.
Okay, so then Bernadette says she's a rock star. Tony, party like a rock star. Jane, I understand the library is a great resource for speaking engagements and other promotional opportunities. Do you agree? That also really depends on your particular community. I know where I lived before, the library was one of the huge hubs for business and things of that nature. So that's a really great suggestion. So check your local library. That's a great way for you to be able to do that. Great idea. Never thought about simple steps, liking it. Right on. Thank you, Victoria. David, how do you get those first 30 people in a meeting?
Okay, so we're going to share with you guys the #1 missing piece that if you're already out there speaking and you're not getting these results, we're going to show you why.
Right. And one of the best, if you're doing your own event, the best way to get butts and seats at your own event is to speak on other stages. And your little pink spoon at that event would be your event. So you get people to come to your event, and that's how you fill butts and seats on your own events, as you speak on other stages.
But David, you were asking, like, how do you get those first 30 people in a meeting? When you're speaking on someone else's stage, that's actually not your responsibility. It's the promoter, it's the event planner. That's their job to get the people there.
Well said.
When you have a really hot signature talk and a really hot topic, that is definitely going to create more lean in and get more butts and seats. So let's go deeper into the #1 missing piece to getting kick-ass results. What kind of results, baby?
Kick-ass.
Kick-ass results. That's right. That's right. So we have found in our own journey with business, like we too were spinning our wheels, guys. We'd struggled with landing on our niche and finding our clients, and for years going to all these seminars, investing over $100,000 a piece in our personal development education beyond graduate school. So it was very frustrating that we still were not seeing the results. So we get it. We really get it. And it took us about 10 years to figure out this missing piece that we are about to share with you.
So if you embrace this piece right here, we have people that want to join Big Impact University just simply because of this piece right here. So it is market research. Not much sexy about it other than the results that come with it. And market research is mining for gold. It is about the gold that allows your business to thrive and grow.
Mm-hmm.
So mining for gold is market research. It's you want to know what your client, you've got to know what your clients want and how to speak to their hearts. And it's really critical that you have a process and a system for doing it.
Mm-hmm. And every major company and corporation takes the time to find out who they're marketing to. Who is their avatar or their ideal client? What are their wants, needs, desires? What are their concerns? What are their fears? They take the time up front. Some of these corporations spend billions of dollars just on market research before they roll out any product. So as a small business owner, why should that be any different?
Well,
obviously, you're not going to spend billions.
You could do it basically for free if you have the system and the way and know how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you've got to know what your clients want. So market research is based on psychologically proven questions that pull out the subconscious beliefs and hidden desires of your ideal client.
And I want you to really understand the importance of that. You've got to have a psychological basis of how your clients make decisions, because that is what your marketing and your business allows you to do. Is it allows you to create a program and a package that serves their needs and solves their problems.
So you've got to find out what your ideal clients want, need, and desire. And here's the key: in their exact language. In their exact language, which is often very different than what you might think. So you might be thinking, yeah, I know my clients, I know my clients. I talk to them all the time. That's not what we're talking about.
That's right.
We're talking about like an actual interview with psychologically proven questions to pull out their needs, their desires, their fears. And it's very different than what you might think. It's fascinating.
We have you interview clients at Big Impact University. We actually have you interview clients, and we have 37 questions that Shannon and I have found pull out these unconscious, hidden desires, subconscious beliefs, so that it really gives you this juicy answer of how to build your business. People absolutely love the market research. It's a game changer.
It's a huge game changer. So let's talk about what market research is not. Market research is not sending out a survey to your list.
Yeah, no Survey Monkey to your list
Right.
to just kind of get some trends.
Yes.
You want to go much deeper than what that would allow.
It's not channeling your avatar, your ideal client, sitting on the mountaintop and
Nothing
oming.
wrong
with that, but that's not what
No,
what
it's gonna
market
give you-
research is.
No.
Yep.
It's not stepping into the shoes of your ideal clients and just trying to embody who they are. It's literally getting them dialed in to specific questions.
And it's also not asking your list a bunch of random questions. Okay, it's very purposeful.
And Michael says, this is exciting. This seems like an ideal way to grow my business quickly.
Amen, brother.
Right on, brother. Way
Yeah.
to see it. It's foundationally very simple, takes work, and you have to skill up in some areas, but it is foundationally the way to start any business or to take it to the next level. So it's important to think a little bit for a moment. The cost of ineffective marketing. Many of you have experienced that.
What's the cost of wasted precious time?
Or of making mistakes because you didn't have a system.
What's the cost of doing it all by yourself and not getting the support and the mentorship that you really need?
So the Mining for Gold market research gives you the exact language patterns your ideal clients use to describe their life circumstance. So when you have these language patterns and you understand the dream solution that they desire, you can use this in your marketing, in your emails, in your videos, in your signature talk,
In your programs,
in your
or
programs and packages.
Yep.
It takes everything that you are trying to guess at in your business, and it gives you a map to walk that is precisely what your client came precisely from what your ideal clients say and express that they need.
Are you a rock star? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So we believe in following your calling and creating a movement. And what we mean by that is we're big on conscious business. meaning that business is done with an intention. And it's actually through the vehicle of business that we're going to be able to have the biggest impact in the world. It is the vehicle of business that allows you to allow your calling to impact the most amount of lives in the deepest way. So right now, better than any other time in history, babe, is the time to have a calling-based business, a spirit-based business. The thing you got to realize, though,
the bigger your calling, the greater your fear. You know, let's face it, public speaking is the #1 fear. So it's totally normal to have some anxiety or some fear come up. But the bigger your calling, the greater your fear will be. So it's important to cultivate an attitude of surrender and trust.
That's right. And you need to act as if the universe is conspiring and working on your behalf, as well as really get clear on who are you meant to serve in this world. Because I want to talk a little bit more about this sense of the bigger your calling, the greater your fear. If you are actually have the opportunity to do a speaking gig in front of your ideal clients, you'll notice more anxiety and fear comes up in you. And that is the nature of business today. Is what oftentimes what stops you is as you get closer, anxiety, fear, all that is threatened because you don't feel safe. And we go really in depth into really helping you with the inner game with being seen as a speaker in Big Impact University.
And this is Marianne Williamson, one of our favorite authors, The Divine Compensation. If you guys haven't picked that up, it's amazing. The universe is designed to work on your behalf, says Marianne. And we believe that the universe is conspiring on your behalf. And when your vision, your calling, your why is so much bigger than your fear. So when you think about what is the impact that I'm going to have on my ideal clients, you know, let's say you're working with women who are struggling, you know, they were abused as kids and they still haven't healed from that. When you get really present to how your work in the world is going to help that specific group of people, you know what? You get over your fear very quickly.
That's right.
Because you start to get some perspective. So start building the belief that the universe is designed to work on your behalf.
And as part of our curriculum, we incorporated Course in Miracles, which Marianne Williamson is known around the world for being an expert in. So Course in Miracles, I've spent 15 years studying the course, and it's something we use to help you overcome the fear that keeps you from being able to be the most effective, most powerful person that you can be as a business owner who has a calling. So if you feel this calling inside of you, go ahead and tap into it right now. Realize that there is a group of people, we call them a tribe, a community. This tribe is calling to you. They're praying for you. They're praying that someone be able to show them how to have a better relationship with money, that you can bring them a great relationship with a lover, that you can help them be able to make more money in their business, be able to help them with pain in their back or in their body. There are people that need you. And so you have to ask yourself, how is my business designed to lead, inspire this particular tribe?
And you also have to take a look at how can you put all the pieces of your business together to create a rockin' system. So you've got to bring your calling, your vision, your message into a sustainable, profitable business.
Yeah, no more broke change agents. That doesn't work anymore.
That's right. That's right. So this is a way to fast track your success without all the frustration. It's all about a system, baby.
And you want to stay in a high vibration that attracts ideal clients. A can-do attitude goes a long way in attracting clients.
And you need a proven formula that works. Now, Mark was sharing earlier that we're products of the industry. We've been to every networking event known to man, every coach, every mentor. I mean, you know, if you've invested in somebody, chances are we've done it. We've done it too. You know, we wouldn't be where we are today without that mentorship. But we have seen 5 main problems in the industry.
And so these are things that we have solved for our clients, and then we show how our clients basically can build their entire business to avoid these same problems so that they're providing more value to their clients. That helps their business grow.
And I just wanted to make a comment here. Victoria said, I think starting small with marketing, use of all the free marketing tools first, then start budgeting in marketing as needed. Yes, Victoria, that's a good approach. And the very first step is to get profitable in your business. I think it was video number 3 where we talk about the phases of business. So profitability by speaking, getting strategy sessions, rocking your enrollment, and selling your hot, juicy program. Then now you have profit.
And most of those
are
free marketing.
Yes.
So that's the way to look at it.
Yeah, absolutely. Then now you have profit in your business bank account to hire the experts that you need. Okay, 5 main problems in the industry. All right.
So these are these are industry problems that we have solved and we're helping our clients solve. The first one is content overload. What you don't want to do is get involved in a program with us and get dumped on with all this irrelevant content.
Yeah, and so in Big Impact University, we have solved these problems. So no dumping on irrelevant content. We're only going to give you a curriculum-based program that's designed with all the nuts and bolts that you need specifically to make 6 figures and beyond. So we're going to give you customized support to help you make more money and a bigger difference without burning yourself out.
Yeah. And you need to be supported and have your hand held as you go through a curriculum as opposed to just providing a whole bunch of information. We don't believe in that. We also don't believe that programs, we also believe that it's important to understand that most programs are missing essential pieces, and you want to make sure that your program is comprehensive. You're being called to make a big impact that's in alignment with your soul's purpose. So you want to make sure that you're involved in a program that covers all the pieces you need to get the outcome that you want.
And a plan that's customized to you, your individual essence, your unique gifts, and your strengths. So you create a sustainable foundation for the years to come based on who you are at your core. No more one-size-fits-all cookie cutter type programs. It needs to be customized to you and your unique essence. The third problem that we have seen in the industry is that you're trying to execute all 3 phases of business at once.
So remember, we had profitability, leverage, automation are the 3 phases of business. And so you could easily be trapped spinning your wheels, trying to do all of it at once. And so the important thing to remember here is sequencing is key. You've got to do the right things at the right time in the right order.
That's right.
In order for your business to feel like it's a business and not just a job that owns you.
That's right. Okay. So we help you to rock the phase that you're in so that you can grow your business fast. So imagine how different life will be once you've built a solid foundation for the years to come. It changes everything. It really
does.
It changes who you're being in the world. And, no more worrying about paying the bills and no more worrying about where money's going to come from. Like you just have an ease and a flow in your life. And that's what we want for you.
So whether you join us or not with Big Impact University, really choose to focus on the foundation of your business. Build the base, because that will determine what your business ultimately becomes. Build the foundation. And this is foundational work that really makes it a solid foundation for something to be built on.
One of our other this is a rock star couple actually, Becky and Corey, they learned how to stand in their value and made over $131,000. Before Big Impact University, they didn't even really have a real business. They said they were doing a lot of trades and didn't know where to find potential clients. We didn't know how to stand in our value. In the last 16 months, we made over $131,500. We even had a $32,000 day. Hello. We mastered resistance, and now we truly have a system that's repeatable and sustainable. So that's what's possible for you once you build a solid foundation for the years to come.
And they just use the Speak Your Path to Cash system. They get speaking gigs, oftentimes on radio. Then they offer their free gift. Then they convert them into their hot, juicy programs. And that's all they do. And they rinse and repeat over and over again as a way of growing their business.
And they say now we have a clear message and we're growing our business using speaking.
Yay, Corey and Becky.
Yay. Let's go to
the industry problem number 4 is no one is teaching how to deal with resistance. Resistance is that piece that comes up when you're getting close to your calling. It is a form of fear that gets in the way of you allowing more good in. So you want to ask yourself, how much good can you let in? Because it's time to learn the inner game of going pro so you can start kicking ass. This is one of the biggest shifts that we offer people so they can really stand in their power and earn what they deserve.
Mm-hmm. And to really understand the role that resistance is playing in your business and to shift it forever.
Just understanding that's a part of it, and it's going to be showing up, and knowing what it is gives you power to be able to deal with it. So you want to learn to overcome resistance with advanced mentorship and the support of a rockin' tribe who's on the same path that you're on.
Mm-hmm. And then the fifth problem that we've seen in the industry is that there's a lot of overpriced programs with unaffordable payment plans. So many seminar companies actually make you pay 100% upfront before you can get started. Well, it's the education and the training that you need in order to make the money. So how are you supposed to pay for the education that you need? There's $100,000 mastermind programs out there, and people still don't know their niche. We think that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus, you know.
With us, you land on your niche once and for all.
Yes, yes. In like the,
And we don't let you continue on in the program until you do.
That's right. It's like step numero uno.
Yeah, and so if these people believed really in their programs, why won't they provide financing options? We're starting to see a shift in this industry where people will only sell what they know works.
Mm-hmm.
It's no longer an industry of just content dumping. They're starting to get more conscious and provide real value.
And rock stars like you really just need a chance to impact the world. So that's what we're here to support you with. Are you a rock star? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So in order to implement the Speak Your Path to Cash system, there's 5 main things that you're going to need.
And these are the things you need to build your foundation, your Speak Your Path to Cash foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1 is you need a system for getting the speaking gigs. Okay. This is something that allows you to get on stages every month. The key with that is consistency. You need to have consistency in your efforts so that you're always speaking.
Number 2, you need a rockin' signature talk. A signature talk, this is your go-to talk that you use every single time that creates inspiration and lean in every single time.
Yeah. Number 3, your hot, juicy program. You need to have a program that makes it really hard to say no to. It's an irresistible say yes offer, and that's done by design.
Mm-hmm. The 4th thing you're going to need is market research, baby. Mining for gold. So you know your ideal clients intimately. You know their fears, their desires, their pain, their struggles. That is such a huge, huge game changer. And then 5th is you need mentorship and a tribe. You need built-in accountability and support. Don't try to do this alone. You know, many of you have been like trying to do it alone for a long time. And I know Mark and I were in that same boat. And every single time we've said yes to mentorship, it has exponentially grown us that much further, that much faster. So there's no reason why you need to take the slow, long, painful route. You really can get the support that you need. And the bottom line is that you need a system.
That's right.
You need a system.
So if we had a system that would allow you to thoroughly get all 5 of those things you need to build your foundation, would you want us to share it with you? We would want to share with you the opportunity to join Big Impact University. Now, through speaking, we have created a sold out business. So we only bring people into Big Impact University on occasion, and we only do that through application and interview. So today we're going to tell you a little bit about what is in Big Impact University. Actually, we'll tell you everything that's in Big Impact University, and you'll be given an opportunity to apply to see if this tribe of change agents that are changing the world, if Shannon and I's mentorship is the kind that resonates with your soul, so that you can be a part of something that's really, really making a difference in the lives of people.
Mm-hmm. So the promise of Big Impact University, I know a lot of you have been asking, like, oh my God, what's in your program? So this is what you're going to learn. This is everything in Big Impact University. The whole promise of Big Impact University is you're going to learn how to generate $10,000 in as little as 10 minutes of stage time. So everything that we do in the curriculum, in the program, is designed to fulfill on this promise, how to turn 10 minutes of stage time into $10,000 plus.
And this is not a pipe dream. Shannon and I do it regularly all the time.
And our clients
do it. Our clients,
yes.
They do it all the time. So it is a system that allows us to generate these results.
In fact, in the last 12 months alone, the Big Impact Tribe, our clients, have generated over $3.1 million in their businesses. $3.1 million in their businesses using our Speak Your Path to Cash system and going through the curriculum of Big Impact
And
University.
our brand new clients have generated over $100,000 in the last month.
Yeah, I know.
Since our last training.
They're on fire. They're on fire. All right. So it starts with total niche clarity. And this is the complete system to land on your niche and get crystal clear about your tribe. We're going to help you to step into your genius zone so you can finally get paid doing what you love, so you can stop spinning your wheels and end the frustration with finding your tribe. And this includes niche clarity, niche clarification, hot seat coaching with Mark and I. So this is step number 1 of the whole program. We land on your niche. Like, wouldn't it be cool to know who your ideal client is within about 2 weeks? Your program starts right away. We have you listen to some recordings before you join us for that call, and then we will land on who your ideal client is
and
together.
It's a game changer because you need to know that in order to take advantage of the next offering, which this year is a $3,000 value. I would have paid that years ago if I knew someone who could help me clarify my niche.
Yes.
That was one of my biggest challenges. And being a branding strategist, I knew how important it was. But you need someone who can pull it out of you. And that's what Shannon and I are really good at.
And then the next step, so this is a step-by-step system. Step number 2 is you're going to get our whole Mining for Gold market research system. This is really the secret sauce and why our clients are getting mad, crazy results.
You're going to discover your ideal client's secret fantasies, what motivates them to buy, what their biggest challenges are, their frustrations.
So you get a guaranteed yes before you've even made an offer. What would it be like to know that you have something that people want and need and they're willing to pay you for it? You know, like you're going to get a yes before you even make an offer.
That's right. It includes a step-by-step Mining for Gold system and the precise interview questions. This is something that you're walked through completely. It's done online. So it's really powerful, really simple to use, and allows you to get some really powerful information about your ideal client.
And that's a $49.95 value.
And we've had people ask us just for this and offer us $5,000 just for the Mining for Gold. And we will not sell it separate from the system because it's all how the system works together. So that's the value of this, of just this piece.
And then once you've done your Mining for Gold, then you're going to join us for 2 live trainings. The first one is Presence and Profitability. And this is a whole system on how to raise your rates. You're going to walk away with your hot, juicy programs done and dialed.
You're going to be able to get crystal clear about how to talk about what you do so that you become a client magnet everywhere you go.
And we're going to teach you how to rock your enrollment conversations so you can sell high-end packages like hotcakes, baby.
And you know, our live events are smoking hot. We get you interacting. It's not just a whole bunch of talking heads giving you content.
Have a blast.
We have a blast, and we use accelerated learning strategies, so you're learning on several different levels. We have people coming from all over the world and all across the country to come together and join together as a tribe and a community ready to make some change. So you come to Presence and Profitability, or maybe you'll come to the next. That's a $49.95 value there because you're going to have your programs and packages ready to go.
And then the second live training that's part of Big Impact University, bless you, baby, is Big Impact Speaker. And at Big Impact Speaker, you're going to walk away with your signature talk done and dialed. Now, here's the important thing. Your go-to talk, your signature talk, and your programs and packages, it's all based on your Mining for Gold market research. So this is not a throw it up against the wall, see if it sticks kind of thing. You're going to bring your Mining for Gold with you to the live trainings. This is something that makes our program very unique and different because your signature talk is going to convert. It's based on market research. We also teach you how to skyrocket your stage presence, enhance your charisma, and create your own movement.
Yeah, we're going to do some speaker skill drills for you to magnetize your message. This is a speaker training. You are on stage every single day. So you're really learning how to be in your power from the stage, be a leader from the stage in your unique way. I think that's one of the things I'm most proud of that Shannon and I do is we're able to bring out your strength in your way as opposed to just giving you a cookie cutter that has to be done a certain way.
And that's a $9,995 value. I mean, there's speaker boot camps out there for $20,000.
There are.
You know,
and you don't get half of what we give.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
And then this is a 6-month program. So throughout the whole 6 months, you'll be a part of Big Impact Support. These are bi-monthly, twice a month, group coaching calls with Mark and I. So you'll get to ask your most pressing questions. You'll be learning from the tribe as well.
And so you get one-on-one time in that group section. You get a hot seat with Shannon and I to ask your question. And we do that twice a month for the 6 months. That's 12 question and answers on the court group coaching calls directly with Shannon and I. We help you stay on track, get your most pressing questions answered, and most importantly, give you the nuances that you need to customize this curriculum to your particular situation, your strengths, your gifts. Some of you are going to be further along in a different phase of business than others. And we can work with you with where you're at. And that's what this allows you to do, is to get that support on how it affects you personally.
And the other thing that makes Big Impact University different is you get Mark and I. We don't have coaches, we don't have trainers teaching our stuff. Like it's all us. So you get the, and the cool thing too is you get 2 mentors.
That's right.
For the investment of 1. I mean, so that's a really great asset to be able to tap into. And this program is not for everybody.
It does build in it, but I want you to know it builds in accountability.
Yes.
It keeps you fired up and focused.
Yes.
And that's one of the things that we're really good at is walking you through the process so that you can stay focused on what you need to be doing right now and build the kind of money, build the kind of business that generates for you the kind of money you deserve.
And Big Impact Support is a value of $29.95. Like one distinction that we give you can make a huge, huge difference. But Big Impact University is not for everyone. So we want to be really clear who this program is ideal for. So it's ideal for you if you're a conscious business owner and you want to make a bigger difference, if you're ready to tell the universe that you're serious.
So you're going to want to consider Big Impact University if you are frustrated that your business still isn't where you want it to be, and yet you have to follow your calling. You have no other choice but to make this work. And if that is you, this is the program to consider.
And this program is ideal for you if you can hear yourself saying, I'm done spinning my wheels and I must live my purpose.
And this program is perfect if you need results and you need them fast. Otherwise, you might have to go get a job, and then you have to have a boss that hasn't had any personal development training, and you have to deal with living in a cubicle. And the other day, Shannon and I were going for a hike, and it was early in the morning, and we're dealing with all this traffic. We're like, what's all this traffic? And it's like, we're not used to having to do the commute to work. And then we're like, oh my goodness, stab a fork in our eye right now.
Totally. So. And this program is ideal for you if you're tired of playing small and you're miserable. It's time to go pro. You're also going to get a couple bonuses. You're going to get full access to the Big Impact University web portal. And so this is where all the kick-ass formulas, the playbooks, the play sheets, resources, trainings, recordings, everything is stored in one place. It's going to keep you nice and organized.
So the web portal is what we did for our students to help keep you organized and focused, knowing where to go. We have our client care specialist who's always on there supporting you and helping you know where to navigate so you get the right.
And this is actually what it looks like. Yeah.
Yep. And you could get it anywhere, access it anywhere in the world, 24/7, 365. So that you can stay engaged in the process.
And just to be clear, this is like a live training program. We just use the portal. It's not like an online program where you don't have any access to us.
Right.
Like you get us the entire time. The portal is just like a tool that you'll be using.
And I think it's important to know we do all forms of adult learning. So there's phone calls, there's live training, there's do-it-yourself study, and then there's online interaction, virtual training, so that you're able to get all forms of learning and support throughout the program.
You're also going to get access to our private Facebook group. This is just for the Big Impact University members, so you don't have to do it alone. You can stay connected and get support from the Big Impact tribe 24/7. Community and collaboration is huge. So connecting with like-minded speakers, conscious business owners, and experts who, like you, want to make a bigger difference and change the world.
Yeah, I mean, this is really the ultimate networking opportunity. You get full access. You get to exchange ideas with each other. You get access to it 24/7 with people, so that you're really in alignment with entrepreneurs. This is probably the biggest byproduct of the work we've done, is this amazing tribe of change agents that are now out there speaking and changing the world. And you want to be associated with them.
And then the third bonus that you're going to get is you're going to be eligible to be featured as a Big Impact rock star.
That's right.
So twice a year we do Big Impact Live, where you'll be recognized from stage and you get to celebrate your success. Big Impact rock stars use Big Impact Live to attract a flood of ideal, high-paying new clients. So imagine getting exposure with over 200 attendees plus thousands of tribe members as we showcase you to our community.
Yeah, we like to be able to really celebrate people that are taking action. So if you're getting results, we really want you to be someone who qualifies for the Big Impact Rockstar Hall of Fame and be seen as a leader in the Big Impact tribe. This gets you tons of referrals, partners, and clients. And we have people from every class that are stepping into that role.
And then the fourth bonus is you're going to get 2 tickets to Big Impact Live.
So Big Impact Live is our biannual event called Big Impact Live, where we really go deeper into the Speak Your Path to Cash system. So we go into it for 3 days, and this is something we give you 2 tickets to just be a part of. It's a great way of really getting the big picture of the Big Impact University curriculum.
That's right. And so you're going to get to model everything that we're doing. Guess what? We practice what we preach. Imagine that.
So everything we taught you is
right.
displayed and shown at Big Impact Live.
Yeah, so you're going to get to see it kind of revealed behind the curtain, and it really helps you to change a lot of the lifelong patterns by getting the mother of all skill, which is repetition. So coming back to Big Impact Live, learning the entire Speak Your Path to Cash system, we're able to go a lot deeper than what we have time for today. So you'll get 2 tickets to that. Cool.
So remember, these are the 5 things that you need to build your Speak Your Path to Cash foundation. You need a system for getting the speaking gigs. You need to have a rock and signature talk. You got to have a hot, juicy program. You need to do the market research to build all that on. And then you need mentorship and tribe to keep you accountable and supporting you through that. And that is what Big Impact University gives you. When you're done with Big Impact University, you have these 5 things in your business done, dialed, and ready to go. And it's not uncommon that people are making money within 45 to 60 days of starting the program. I don't know of any other program that gets a return on investment as fast when you're in action and taking the right action.
That's right. That's right. So here's a review of everything you're going to get in Big Impact University. You're going to get the total niche clarity, mining for gold, presence and profitability, which is the live training where all your programs and packages get done. Big Impact Speaker, that's the live training where your signature talk gets done. And Big Impact Support, that's the twice-a-month Q&A calls with Mark and I.
Plus almost $15,000 in bonuses. That's a total of over $40,000 for Big Impact University. And what have you paid for your college degree? That didn't show you how to go out there and make money. You know, if you were to do a year's worth of graduate school at Stanford, just the tuition alone is $105,000, not including books, living expenses, and that's just 1 year. And after that 1 year, you still don't have the skills to go out there and start your business and start making money. So really start to look at the value of education and the kind of education you need. Okay, there's great education in college. Shannon and I both college degrees. But what we're finding is that the new paradigm is shifting. We don't need great employees, and that's what a formal education really does, is it trains employees. What we need now are change agents that are willing to learn how to market and sell themselves authentically and have the right specialized knowledge to do that quickly so that they're impacting the world in the way they're meant to.
And think about it for a minute. Who in your life has taken the time to teach you financial education, how to get your money working for you, how to make, manage, invest your money properly? Who in your life has taken the time to give you a proper entrepreneur education? How about a marketing education? How to generate a flood of clients consistently so you don't have to struggle. So all of these things is exactly what we cover in Big Impact University. So you can finally get the education that you need: marketing, sales, business, and financial education. So you need a system. That's really what it comes down to, is you need a system. And this is Ben and Jen Rohde, some of our other Rockstar clients. We moved from the ghetto to a gorgeous 5,000 square foot retreat center.
Before we met Mark and Shannon, we weren't charging enough for our services. We were doing lots of trades and barely surviving month to month. Mark and Shannon laid out a foolproof plan that works for us and our ideal clients. Since then, we've made over $580,000. Most importantly, though, we are expecting our second baby, and we're in a place where we can provide the life our kids deserve and create a beautiful family. Thank you for everything, Mark and Shannon. You guys rock. And we just love Ben and Jen and the work that they're doing in the world. They just had a little baby boy a couple months ago, and they're just thriving and making a big difference in the world.
And so we do offer a double your money back guarantee for the program. So here's how it works.
So I just want to let them know, we believe in this curriculum. It's been proven. We've proven it in what we did. So we're teaching you how we built our business. And we've had client after client after client after client after client be able to use this over and over again. So it's repeatable and duplicatable. And therefore, we stand behind it with a double your money back guarantee.
And so here's how that works. If within 1 year after completing the entire curriculum, implementing everything and committing yourself fully.
Doing what we tell you to do.
That's right. You got to do what we tell you to do. Otherwise, you're not going to get the results. But if you've done all of that and you haven't doubled your investment, you'd be eligible for 100% money back guarantee.
That's right.
Pretty hot, right?
So the investment in Big Impact University is just $12,995. And compare that to any other university and what you're actually going to get in 6 months of education. In the 6 months of education, you will have the ingredients you need to make $10,000 every time you take the stage or more. Okay. So this is an investment in yourself to be making money later. And it works.
Now, we've seen there's 5 main big impact blocks, 5 main things that could be holding you back from making the big impact that you long for.
So you might be thinking, well, I can't afford that. That's a lot of money. And what you want to ask yourself is notice how the mind always calculates what it's going to lose instead of all the possibilities and all the great things that it's going to gain. So you think, oh, $12,995, maybe I could pull that out of my 401k, or I have some savings, or I could borrow it because I know I need this program. But that's a lot of money. And the thing you want to get is you want to start asking yourself better questions. How can I afford it?
And wealthy speakers, wealthy business owners ask themselves better questions. So start asking yourself, how can you afford it?
What if I didn't have a choice? Because when you listen to your calling, you don't. You have to do something. The second big impact block, I'm too busy. I don't have the time.
So is what you're doing and so busy doing getting you the results?
If it is, keep doing it.
Right.
If it's not, you got to do something different.
So how can you make yourself and your calling a priority? We all have the same 24 hours in the day. Oprah, Warren Buffett, you and me, we got 24 hours, baby, right? So this is different. It's important to free your time. Free your time and make the most important things the most important. What is more important than your calling and your purpose?
That's right. Yep. Serving the world is critical. The world needs you now. Number 3, this is just another program. Well, it seems like everyone is teaching the same thing out there. And what you're going to find is that you want to have something that aligns your soul's calling, your natural essence, and get tapped into what lights you up. We're going to show you how to work from your genius zone. So you're doing what you're here to do.
And so this is the same system that we teach our Rockstar clients. You're going to learn the whole entire system. Big impact block number 4, I'm not ready yet. And a lot of people have this feeling or fear come up when it comes to speaking. So here's the thing is, when will the right time be to step into your calling?
Speaking should be one of the first things you do, because it's through that you get dialed in on your message. And your message is what gets people attracted to your business. So moving forward, when you feel, you've got to be able to move forward when you feel unprepared. That equals getting paid well for your services. That's the feeling of making money, leaping before you're ready.
And this is what successful people do. They fail forward fast.
And they don't see failure as any big deal. It's just part of, you just keep doing it until you get it right. And everything else is just feedback. So there is no failure. It's just, I'm going to make mistakes, get feedback until I get it done and dialed. And that's why a system and a mentor help you, is because it allows you to step into that place of being ready now, even though you may not feel it.
And so so we've covered all the big impact blocks. Those are the 5 big impact blocks.
The last one is, you may be saying, is I already know this.
Oops, yep, sorry.
Yeah, I already know this. And you may be already speaking, and you've been to tons of seminars and events, you've been doing the inner work, but are you living what you're teaching? There is a different nuance between knowing it in your head and living it from your soul. And you got to ask yourself, if you're not seeing the results that you want, then you got to realize that your training is incomplete. You need more training. You need more mentorship.
So consider for a moment the cost of dabbling, the cost of not living your calling,
the cost of doing it without mentorship,
and the cost of riding the roller coaster alone.
Business is hard. It needs to be played as a team sport, and you need to know where to place your feet in that journey. Otherwise, it can be really, really hard. It can be really, really challenging. You need to have support and play it as a team sport.
And like we said, Big Impact University is not for everyone. So we just want to be really clear and really direct and upfront. This program is not for you if you're content with living a life of dabbling and you're not interested in getting on the mastery track.
The mastery track is hard. Running a business is hard. So you've got to be able and willing to do it.
And this program is not for you if you're sitting there saying to yourself, I can't afford it, instead of, how can I afford it?
Yeah, now's the time to trust. This program isn't for you if what we've shared with you in these videos and in this webinar isn't radiating with you or resonating with you, and it just simply isn't your tribe.
And this program is not for you if what you really want is a part-time hobby with a part-time income.
And this isn't for you if you really need some counseling or some deep emotional healing. There is inner game work that helps us get past the fears. But if you've had some kind of trauma in your life, you need to get it healed so that you can serve people. And once you're healed, now you're in a place to where you can really serve people. And that's not what this program is for. This is high-end business coaching and consulting that gets you a specific result in your business. And because of that, you'll also feel really empowered as well.
And then finally, this program is not for you if you're not willing to contribute and uplift other visionary women and enlightened men. If you're not willing to be of service to your fellow tribe members, this isn't your tribe.
This tribe is amazing.
They all support each other.
They really support each other. Yeah, they get emotional. They support each other in their vulnerability and in their they celebrate their wins, and it's really beautiful to watch. Really beautiful.
So we have a quick little video that we're going to play.
I don't think that's it. There we go. That's not it. We're gonna move on.
Okay, we're gonna move on. Sorry about that. There we go. A little techie issues. All right, so now go ahead and get your pen and paper out. Go back to your Big Impact quiz. Remember that? We did that in the beginning of the webinar. The Big Impact quiz. So what was your number of no's?
So a lot of you put those into your thing. This was great. So here's the thing. Take a look at that number that you wrote down. We had people that said 9, 8, 13, 11, 12, 10. And so this is an indication. If you've had 6 or more no's, then you need this program now. And let me ask you this. If you don't do this program, then what? We do offer a double your money back guarantee. And we also know that your investment in yourself is the most important investment that you can make. So today we're offering a webinar special. You get everything in Big Impact University as we laid it out here for you for $9,995. And we're doing that as a webinar special because it allows us to reach people from all over the world right in our own office here at home. We're able to reach out to people all over the country, all over the world, and we want to offer you a special incentive to become a part of this great, amazing tribe.
And then if you can do a full pay, then we have a full pay special for just $79.95. And if you need payment plans, we have really flexible payment plans. We can accommodate pretty much anyone's needs. We really want to be of service and help you out.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, wait, we have more.
That's
Yay!
right. So one of the things that we've added to Big Impact University is we have some guidance counselor calls. This is a six-figure business owner who helps coach you on the inner game stuff that comes up. Overwhelm, resistance, and fear with running your business. And so this is a great resource that really helps you get some coaching and support from our hand-selected expert.
That's right. That's right. And then you're also going to get the Get More Speaking Gigs home study course. So this is going to show you easy ways to have event planners finding you and to help you get booked. If you're looking to do your own live events, we're going to show you how to get the butts and seats to actually fill your live events. And it's the ultimate guide to getting lucrative speaking gigs in your own backyard. Now, here's the deal. Big Impact University is not for everyone. We have a strict policy. It's by application and interview only. Okay, so you actually cannot just sign up now. Like, this is not a run to the back of the room,
That's
sign
right.
up now. What we want you to do is actually fill out the application to see if you qualify.
Right. So the way that this will work is that you'll click on right here. You're going to see by application and interview only. This is the call to action of the webinar. So you'll click on the apply now button, and that's going to take you over to a form where you're going to fill out your information. We do require a $197 seat deposit. This is a refundable seat deposit. If you aren't willing to put down $197 to have an interview, basically this is your application fee for applying to Big Impact University. And if you are accepted into Big Impact University, then we will take that $197 and deduct it from your tuition. So you're going to get that back if there is, for some reason, there's not a resonance and you're not able to be in Big Impact University. We will refund that $197, but it allows our Big Impact strategists to know that you're serious. We want to give as much content as away. That's why we gave away hours of videos. We've done this webinar to be able to attract those few of you that are ready right now to change your life. So here's the steps that you're going to take. You see that this is everything you get in Big Impact University, the webinar special, the full pay special. These are your next steps. You're going to click on the apply now link. Then you're going to fill out the deposit and application form. Your schedule your speaker breakthrough session. So after you click the link at the bottom of that, it'll take you over where you can schedule with one of our Big Impact strategists. And then just show up for your interview prepared, really ready to go with your questions answered and ready to go in the program. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to get instant access to Big Impact University once we approve your application.
And then if you have questions, go ahead and put it in the chat box right now. Right. So we can go ahead and open it up.
Any questions about the program, any questions about how it works.
Or anything else that we covered in today's talk.
Bernadette said, I need to get past my fear of starting my tribe.
Yes.
Thank you for saying that, Bernadette. I think that's an indication that you're meant to do some big work. So one of the best things to do is get in touch with your desire to serve your tribe. Mm-hmm. What is that part of you that's really pulled to serve, and what are you being called to serve with them? So go ahead and type any questions that you have, or you can also go ahead and just click on the apply now link, head on over and claim your spot. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to stop sharing for just a minute so that they can, we can talk to them face to face.
Okay,
we're
awesome.
Back.
Hi, we're back.
We're back.
We're back.
So yeah, anything in the chat, anything that you have about chat. Let's see, Tom, he's asking, do I need to come to the live trainings? I love live trainings, and I'd like to know if I'm supposed to be at them. Mm-hmm. Yes, part of what we do is we have a system, and so the live trainings are essential. That you come to California for those trainings. That would be an additional expense as part of your program, but it's so worth it because at these trainings we're going to show you how to get the gigs. You're going to get your programs and packages dialed in, how to talk about what you do. We're going to take everything you get out of your Mining for Gold research. Everything you get out of your Mining for Gold research, we're going to show you how to use that to build your business,
That's right,
to build your marketing platform, to build your signature talk. And we have so much fun, and we are doing such deep inner work that it's the kind of thing, it'll be one of the events you remember for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I mean, we have clients from all over the world. We just signed up a new client from Israel. He'll be joining us at the next training. And I mean, imagine what your life is going to be like once you know every single time you speak, you're going to be able to turn that into $10,000 or more, right? The freedom and the confidence, knowing that you're living on purpose. It's priceless, honestly, that feeling. And we want to gift you with that feeling. So yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be really great. Other questions?
Yeah, please ask more questions, because we'd like to anything that we covered today that you have a question about, whether it's about Big Impact University or maybe some of the materials that we went over with you today, or any materials that were in the videos. Now is the time to get mentorship from Shannon and I.
Cool. Good stuff. So those are your next steps. Again, go ahead, click on the Apply Now button. That's probably what everybody's doing, is they're over there applying. That's good too. That's great. So apply now. You're going to fill out the deposit and the application form, and then you can get scheduled for your speaker breakthrough session with one of our Big Impact strategists. And then when you show up for your interview, make sure you show up prepared, ready to rock and roll with your questions, any concerns you have, you know, any of that information that you need. The strategist can help you with that.
That's right. That's right.
Cool. Good stuff.
Very good. So just to reiterate, at Big Impact University, you get the total niche clarity. That helps us get really clear on your ideal client, who your ideal client is, who you're here to serve, combining your wisdom, your talents, your wounds to serve those particular clients. We then do the Mining for Gold. The Mining for Gold is that market research based on psychologically driven questions that uncover subconscious beliefs and hidden desires of your ideal client, so that we can really understand their psychological, their psychographic profile of your ideal client and how they best need to be served. Then you can come to whichever one next, Big Impact Speaker or Presence and Profitability. These are 2 3-day live trainings that really allow us to go deep dive into giving you the materials you need to grow your business. At Presence and Profitability, we help you come up with your programs and your packages, how to talk about what you do. We also help you get over your money shit, really show you how to be able to ask for a sale and feel authentic and not slimy.
And Bernadette is asking, where is the 3-day event held and when? So we run the 3-day events twice a year. So if one set of dates don't work for you, you can easily start with one of the other ones. The strategist can help you with that, Bernadette.
That's correct.
All of the trainings are here in California.
In the Bay Area.
In the Bay Area. Yep. Yep. So you get to come and visit us.
Yes, come visit.
Road trip.
Come visit.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Cool. Good. Good. Yeah. So we covered a lot today. We covered how to get speaking gigs. You learned our Speak Your Path to Cash system on how to turn each gig into at least $10,000. We talked a little bit about the inner game and really stepping into the belief that the universe is conspiring on your behalf. You learned about Big Impact University. My goodness, we've covered so much.
So much.
Oh my God.
That's right.
Oh my God.
So we're going to go back to this real quick. So these are your next steps. You're going to click the Apply Now link, and that'll take you over to the page where you can put in your $197 deposit to have your interview. And this is for people that know Big Impact University. Yeah, I need to check this out. Mark and Shannon are onto something different. This is something that's doable. This is something I want to be a part of. So you'll fill out the deposit and application form that will require a credit card information to go ahead and put on that there. Then you'll schedule your speaker breakthrough session with one of our Big Impact strategists. We encourage you to schedule that within the next couple days if you can. And then show up prepared for your interview with questions that you want to have answered. And then once you're approved, you'll get instant access into Big Impact University. So
cool.
All right, so just remember that we have a special for you of $9.95, and if you're able to do a full pay, we can drop that to $79.95. And we do have some really convenient payment plans that you can talk to your Big Impact strategist about in your interview.
So join us. The world needs your special gifts. Your tribe is waiting for you. And we would love to support you in making the difference that you're called to make in this world. We believe in you. We love you. Even though we don't know you, we know you.
We do.
We know you. We know your struggle. We know where you are. We've been there too. And there is another way. Yeah.
So Jane, I've signed up for a 3-day event in Milpitas in November, and Burnett and I are looking forward to it. Outstanding!
Awesome.
Yay! Looking forward to seeing you guys there.
Fantastic,
Also,
Jane and Bernadette.
Jane and Bernadette. Woohoo! We also had Shauna. She asked, I am a massage therapist. How can would Big Impact University be beneficial to me?
Absolutely.
And absolutely. Let me tell you why. When you speak about being a massage therapist, I mean, I know here, just in like the downtown radius, there are 6 blocks, there's probably 25 massage therapists.
At least.
All around that. And
Yep.
so they compete on price.
Mm-hmm.
When you actually are speaking from the stage, you get to position value. And we show you how to do that really well, especially in your signature talk. When we show you how to talk about what you do. We're going to show you a way that allows people to feel connected to you. They feel your heart and they know your expertise. And when you're able to position that in the front of the room, you're able to charge more and serve people better.
Mm-hmm.
And so we can help you a lot with that.
And then Heiki's asking, what payment plans do you offer? So you'll talk to your Big Impact strategist about that, Heiki. So, we have the full pay discount, and then we also have other payment options depending on what you can do, what your needs are. So you'll work that out on an individual basis with your Big Impact strategist.
Yeah, it's a little too granular to get in here. We want to customize it to you and help you be able to get started.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead and hit apply now and get scheduled. And then that can be one of the first questions that you ask your strategist.
That's right.
Cool.
I think so. I'm going to see if we had any, let's go ahead and,
I'm excited about speaking.
I'm excited about speaking.
We're going to do one more
another
poll before we complete.
So check out this poll. It says, I'm excited about speaking because I want to create a movement, reach more people, make a bigger difference, fill my coaching programs and retreats, sell more products. Go ahead and fill out the poll if you would. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. Well, we want to say thank you to all of you for being on this call and for this webinar. We're so excited to be of service to you. Shannon and I do this work because it's what we're called to do. We're blessed that we get to do it together. And we look forward to getting to know you and supporting you in your dreams of becoming a speaker.
Yeah.
Shannon and I dreamed about that for years, and now we're living it. Let us show you a way to really tap into your heart, your soul, and share it with the world.
Awesome.
We looking forward to meeting you.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.